God, He's not a one size fits all. He's a very personal God that meets us where we're at. In Hawaii, we're so different. Just our realities are different. Where we run on island time, we're so slow. We're always late. If we're 10 minutes late, we're on time. We just want to talk for hours, and we call it talking story, which is we taking time to get to know each other, share our stories with no agenda, sometimes talking for hours when we run into people. And so we've learned in Hawaii, these gospel tracks are a little too direct or a little too quick for students that we talk to on campus. And we've learned that tools like Soularium or open-ended questions, asking them about their life right now or their cultural background or their family. And we learned that starting there and building trust is something that helps when we start to talk about Jesus, as we start to bring the gospel into that sort of conversation. And so Soularium has always been one of my favorite tools that Crew's created. And I've done it many, many times all across the US on summer missions. And so when I joined staff in Hawaii, I was excited to use it because I love photography, love talking story. And so we'd use it for probably a year already. But there was this one time we were doing this park outreach, and we had all the cards out in front of us, and we were just a group of students from Hawaii. We were doing it, and I remember looking down at the cards and looking up at the people in the circle. And I had this thought that how much better would this tool be, would our conversations be, if the images represented the people and the places in Hawaii? And I knew that was a God idea because we had used this before, and I never thought twice about that. But in that moment, I recognized we don't have yellow taxis in the midst of a big city. We don't have fall leaves falling on the ground. We don't have snow in the winter in Hawaii. And so we need something that represents who we are and what our islands look like. So we just went out and we shot images all across the island in a way that captured our people and our islands. And that was so much fun. And for me, I was like, okay, let's just print it at Walmart. Like, that's good. And we could print like 5 copies, 1 per campus. And we did that. And one of the staff saw it and he said, "This is amazing. Cultural conversations and meaningful conversations can happen now. This needs to become something much bigger." This could be such a blessing to people who come from Asian American, Native Hawaiian, Pacific Islander communities to create an evangelism tool that really represents island culture, Asian culture, cultures that weren't represented in the original Soularium. And for evangelism tools, sure, the method works, sure, the tool works, but it's more powerful when it enters into someone's cultural background or story. And so contextualizing the gospel message, the evangelism tool, it just shows them that you love them and care for them and want to meet them where they're at. And I think that's the heart of who Jesus is. He's meeting us where we're at. He's the one accommodating for us so that they don't have to change who they are, but they can just be. So wherever you find yourself, in your culture or geographical location, God's created that for a reason. And so I just want to challenge you to consider the stories of the people around you. What are their realities? And be creative. How can you meet them where they're at? What type of gospel tools or development pieces can really cut to the core of who they are and the things that they're carrying around? And for me, that was Soularium. And it was so fun to just meet them exactly where they're at and create more meaning behind this gospel tool.